Well, hello all and welcome to Wayne's Allotment. Hope you're all doing well. I've just got settling into sorting out my seeds that I bought from DT Brown's when I went down to Malvern. The good thing with buying them from there is that DT Brown's are doing them all at £1 a pack, so you can't go wrong. You know, it's that fill your boots sort of thing. So I've going through these. The only one thing that I couldn't get from down there, and I'm not sure whether DT Brown's do them or not anyway, is the Sweet Million, the small cherry tomatoes. But I did buy, on recommendation from Dean, from Dean's Lost the Plot, I did buy some sweet aperitif. He said they were quite good. He was like me, he was going through looking seeds and so on, and so I've got some sweet aperitif. I will get some Sweet Million, but I just thought I'll show you, give you a quick scan through and show you exactly what I've bought. Well, here's some of the tomatoes. Crimson Crush, Big Mama, that's something new I'm going to try this year, and the sweet aperitif. Some black Tuscany kale, butternut squash called walnut, variety of carrots, different carrots there. Then I've got some Bellotti beans, that's something new for me this year. Blue Lake and Cobra with my French beans, and then all those are pea, they are Hearst green shaft. Then a few flowers down here, dahlias, marigolds, cosmos. Then parsnip, gladiator, turnip, 2 lots of beetroot, cylindra and boltardi. January King with the cabbage. Sweet corn, Swift, I do that every year, always get a good result from that. Lovely sweet corn. Leek, Musselburgh, Brussels. I've started getting into a bit of a habit of doing the same now, and I do these three, the Maximus, Crispus and Atwood, and I get a nice spread of harvest with those. They last some time. And then Ironman, Calabrese. These are some free seeds that were in the bag when I had a look through when I got home. So that'll be a new parsnip on me. And some lettuce there. Various little variety of lettuce to go at. So yeah, that's quite a nice little collection there of veg for next year. Well, that's everything all sorted in my little container. These brilliant little idea, this. Got everything then, I just label it up, brassicas, and I've got everything in there then relating to brassicas, cucumbers, all in there. The only thing I didn't show you was that I've got with regards onions, I've got a bit of all sorts in the way of onions, mainly other than DT browns. And then what I've got, obviously got the flowers here. This others, that's got like the turnip, the kale, things like that in there. And then of course I can't get these big packs in here, but they'll just stay as they are anyway. So that's all my seeds, or most of them. I have got some more to add to these. But that is basically all my seeds sorted now, ready for next year. Well, been around the allotment and harvested the 2 pumpkins. That's the smaller one of the 2. I've got 2 plants and I've just got 1 pumpkin off each plant. That one, that's a good weight. That is a bit disformed around the back. But not a problem. I've taken a couple of sunflower heads as well, ready to harvest. Some of them will obviously go to the birds and some I'll grow next year. And butternut squash. Now, first year I've ever grown butternut squash. I'm not totally sure what you do with regards cooking it. I believe you can cut it up into chunks to put into a stew, and I also believe you can roast it. Whether you slice it or cut it into chunks for roasting, I don't know, but I'll have a look. If any of you have got any recipes and can advise me how to cook this, that'd be brilliant, because I plan on, I've not even tried it yet, but I plan on growing some more next year anyway. So yeah, the good old butternut squash. But yeah, a couple of nice pumpkins, and granddaughter will enjoy carving them. And I'm really pleased with these sunflower heads. Plenty of seed in there for the birds and for me to grow some next year. I've got a little something I want to show you now that I've had from Medwin's in Anglesey. I've sent to them this year for some long carrots. I'm also going to have a go at doing some long beetroot. Now I'm not talking of things that are 15-16 foot long. These I didn't do any this year. I did some last year. They grew to about, I think they grew to about 26-27 inches long, something like that. They were a nice size. But when I was looking through online, looking through their website, it looks like they're also now dealing with regards one of these, I think you could call it super soils. These all organic, natural additives to put into pots, hanging baskets, tubs, put on your flower beds, your veg patch and so on. And I've decided that I decided to order one, so I'll spin you round and I'll show you exactly what it is I've ordered. Right, so you've seen me little bit of a introduction with regards this Nutrimate powdered gold. On the back are the instructions with regards how much you can put into with regards compost. You put 500 grams per 100 litre. For vegetables it's applying a rate, a linear metre of 120 grams, and it goes on. It's you can treat lawns with it, you can use it on bedding plants, on pots, on fruit trees, shrubs, roses. Use it on anything, which, you know, when you think on, considering it says that it's organic, then yes, you could ask the question, well, why not? And it's got things in it that help, as I've said, that help the soil retain goodness, and also help the plants absorb that goodness. It's got stuff like microfusel fungicide in it, and it just gives you a bit of information here about non-toxic, non-hazardous. It does say avoid contact with eyes, wear suitable dust mask while applying, wash hands and so on, which is all sensible sort of thing. But yeah, it's, I mean, I can try and sort of, I'll very slowly pass the camera, and then if you want to freeze frame and read through it yourself while you're watching the video, then please be my guest. But it's a bit of a, as I've said, I think it's like one of these super soil type things where it's you name it, it'll do it, as it were. So it'll be interesting to see. We're gonna try it out. We're gonna put some, I don't think I'm gonna bother putting it on any ground yet until probably spring, something like that, and work it in, and we'll see what it does. Well, I'm out in the greenhouse and I want to show you a little something. Well, I've got a few things I want to show you really. One you can probably see just to my right here is with regards the peppers. So I'll zoom you in, sort you out on that, and I'll fill you in on what's happening. Right, peppers. Now remember, where are we? 15th of July, I sowed 5 sweet pepper seeds. My daughter had sent for what at the time she was into these these meals. You buy them in, you get all the ingredients and so on, and you cook everything, and everything comes with it, the meat, the veg and what have you. And in one of those was a rather large pepper. So when she cut that open, I had the seeds out of it. There must have been about 200 seeds. And as I say, on the 15th of July, I sowed some of those seeds. Now, those 3 I've cut back. They've been out here in the greenhouse all this time. And I'm now thinking, because we are 20th of October, I'm now thinking to start move these indoors. And as you can see, we've got, you can see there, flowers on this. There's also flowers coming on that one. So what I'm thinking of doing with this one is cutting this off about up the top here. We'll do it. I don't know whether I'm doing right, doing wrong. I want to try and overwinter them, you see. So if I just cut that off there, with any luck it'll cause all this lot to shoot. We'll do the same with this one. In fact, I think I'll cut that just there. Now I've cut them all down. Now the temperature, to be honest, the weather's not been too bad, but I think as from today, I think we'll move them indoors. We'll put them on the window ledge in the spare bedroom, and we'll see how they go, and I'll see if I can actually get an overwinter some peppers. Right, the other little thing I want to show you, these adjustable ties. I had these from British Garden Centre, £3.99, as you can see. I thought that's really good. But what I also like, and I think I've pointed this out before, packaging, 100% recyclable. So that's really good. That's the originals. That's the original ones that I'd got. These are the ones, by the way, sorry to assume you know what I'm talking about, but these are the original ones that I used on my large sunflower outside the front of the house. And as you can see how they split there? I mean, I can use that slot there, so that's not too much of a problem. Just put them in and they'll hold like that, and obviously fully adjustable. But I was always on the lookout for replacements because I haven't got many of these, and they're they're a little bit, getting a bit brittle. These are, oh, I don't know how old these are, 4 or 5 years old. But now that I've seen these, and they also, when you compare that with that, that looks a little bit sturdier plastic they're made from. So with any luck, these will last me a while. There's 30 in there, so they're gonna keep me going with sunflowers and many other climbing veg, fruit, flowers, whatever. So yeah, I'm really pleased with those. So I've got myself some replacements for the old ones. Now then, the next little thing that I want to show you is microgreens. Now I don't know whether any of you bother with them. It's round about this time of year. Today is the 20th of October, and I generally use the weather to decide for me as to when I start doing my microgreens. I've had the last of the lettuce off the allotment. I have got some lettuce growing in the greenhouse, so I am okay for a little while with regards to lettuce. But these trays, I forget where I got these from now. I think they came as part of a kit some time ago, or a couple of years now, from Thompson and Morgan. And they had little mats that fitted inside that you wet and then put the seed on. I'm using good old Mark 1 kitchen towel. It's folded up, and I shall spray it with my sprayer. As to seeds, well, what I used to do is I'd have a tray like that with just the one type of seed in. So what I've got here is I've got mustard, rocket and broccoli. So I would have had one of those with just broccoli in, one with just mustard, one with just rocket. And doing all three like that, I wasn't really eating them quick enough to go through them, so I decided I'll put all three in one container. So I'll show you exactly what I'm doing. So we'll give that a good soaking. Doesn't matter if it's swimming in it a bit, it won't hurt. And then what I do then is my seeds, that's who I deal with. Now I don't know when I've had these quite a while, and I don't know if you can still, if this company's still going, but what I tend to do is get a good pinch, just spread them on there. Then that's the mustard. I then get the rocket, sprinkle that, and then the broccoli, put quite a, as you can see, I put a liberal amount on, no problem with that. Then what I'll do with that now is again just give that a bit of a spray in, just so that it gets everything all nice and wet. That will now go on a window ledge in the house, and as and when it starts to come, I just start snipping some off one side, and I use it on, mainly use it on my sandwiches for work. I tend to eat a lot of salad, taking things like carrot sticks and strips of cucumber and so on. When I do a sandwich, I do a lot of cucumber, onion, lettuce, tomato on the sandwich, so I put a liberal amount of microgreens on it as well. But I must admit, I need to I need to have a look on here, because as you can see with sell by date 5th of the 20th of 1920, well we're 1920 2020, I got the dog's teeth in, so but they're still growing. There are other places obviously where you can get all these seeds from. I need to have a look on their website. It gives you various information on the back of here of exactly what to do with them. This is really for sprouting, using these for sprouting seeds, but I'm using them as microgreens, so I'm going down a slightly different alley, as it were, with them. But yeah, that's my microgreens, and I shall now keep that going through the winter, and get myself some more seed as and when I need, and that'll keep me supplied for some time. Well, that's it for this one. Those eagle-eyed amongst you with regards to seeds, you'll have noticed that I do get other seeds from other suppliers, like a lot of us. I think we all do, don't we? So that showing there of the DT Browns, they're not just the only seeds that I've bought for next year. As I've mentioned before about with Medwins for some long carrots, and talking of Medwins, the Super Soil, the Nature's Boost, the Boost Activator, there seems to be all sorts of names for these things nowadays, and it's all organic, so it's got to be good either way. The little clips, I'm glad that I've found those. That's a bit of a boost to me. Because the old ones, as you could see where they'd split, they're starting to get quite brittle. But as I said, I think they've got to be 4 or 5 years old, might even be more than that, I don't know. And the microgreens, I'll put a link below to the website, because after doing that little clip I went and had a look online, and that company are now doing like little starter sets of punnet and seed and so on, and so I'll put the link in the bottom and you can have a look, because not only do they do microgreens, they do sprouting seeds, and they do wheatgrass and so on. I think it's called wheatgrass. So there's a bit there to have a look at. So once again, thank you all very much for watching. It is very much appreciated. Please like, comment and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, subscribing doesn't cost anything. You just click on the subscribe and click the bell, and you'll be notified every time I put a new video up. So be good, look after yourselves, look after each other, and I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ra a bit.